Hello you blood-starved beasts, Jim Sterling here, and this is Dragon Bros. This is an action platform game. It's side-scrolling in nature, don't you know? This was first talked about on this channel on the Greenlight Good Stuff series, where we look at promising games on Steam Greenlight, and the trailer for this one looked promising. It's out now on early access, so that would explain this, shall we say, rather unappealing title screen. But it's hard to call it a title screen because there's no title. First impressions are everything, and this is a little... I'd have made this a bit better. I'm just saying I've made this a bit better. Obviously, I want the game to do well, because, you know, I recommended it, and I'd like any game to do well. You know, I'd like games from companies I don't even like very much to do well. And by do well, I mean be good. You know, if a game's rubbish, I don't want it to perform well. I want it to just be good. By the way, don't worry, we'll be talking about that Paladins video later. But anyway, let's just get into it, shall we? Gonna go back here to the beginning, because I've done this. Gave it a little try out a couple of days ago, actually. But we're going to start from the beginning, because there's some stuff the game doesn't tell you about the game that makes it a little bit better to use, a little bit easier to deal with. Not this particularly difficult to start with, but anyway, here's a dragon. The moment we press A, we get 2 dragons. Now, I still don't know what that's all about, but there we go. It's A to jump as well. So anyway, we've now got 2 dragons that can end up separated. It is right trigger for shooting. Left trigger plants you in place so that you can aim in directions. If you just try and aim without holding the left trigger, then diagonal, you'll just move to your right. So that's no good. Anyway, get through this little tutorial bit. Right trigger for shooting. There we go. I've already told you about that. And we pick up these little fellas, these Honey Nut Cheerios. Basically what they are. Hold. Well, that's no good. There we go. Easier to just jump and shoot there, really, rather than do the whole diagonal thing. One thing I would like to see changed in this game is not having to do the Resident Evil thing of standing and shooting so that I can do the diagonal shots. I would like, the way this game's set up, it would be much better to aim, have free aim with the right stick. The right stick currently, I'm using a controller because it's a platformer game, I don't want to use mouse and keyboard. The right stick currently does nothing. Here I am. Waggling the right stick does nothing. So forget about that. Oh shit, we don't want those bombs. Those little green things that jump on us are bad. Okay. You see there, that would have been much easier if I could just free aim with the right stick. And when I say easier, I don't mean like, oh, the game's too hard. I mean, it's just, it feels fiddlier when you've got to hold the left trigger and do a whole Resident Evil 4 style standing still while shooting. Anyway, this is all simple. You've played Castlevania games, you know how that works. Press jump and go down. Okay, there we go. Shoot up. And here we are, another little arena. Press Y, and then we can shoot better. Better guns, innit? Alright. Okay, our dinosaurs have separated, which means one of them's just going to take damage, because this is too much shit going on the screen at the same time for me to really pay attention to what's going on. Press Y again, though. Actually, I think the whole arena thing's done now. Bit of a waste of time. Oh well. Got a new gun, though. That's fine. I think this is a laser. Yep. Oh, fuck. That was a good idea in theory. Stand here and let everything come to us and blast their ass. But, when they're dropping bombs directly on our heads and when we're walking into robots with bombs on their backs, not a great idea. Oh, shit. Okay, that'll do. So yeah, the game, as far as I can tell, doesn't tell you that holding down the left trigger plants you in place. I got into trouble when I first tried playing the game, like falling off of platforms and things. Because I was trying to diagonally shoot things, because diagonally aiming was just better. And I just fell off fucking platforms, because I was trying to concentrate on 2 dinosaurs. Oh, fuck. Jump over that. 2 dinosaurs, all the robots, guns, bombs. There's a lot to try and pay attention to. Okay, there we are. Some shinobi shit that was. Fucking jumping and... Oh! I held down and jump at the same time. Brilliant. And that's good that that happened, because I'm feeling like super competent today after uploading a video of the hit new shooter in early access, Paladins, that I thought was a really fun, good video. And I'm like, I'm doing really well at this game. And then it turned out that you're forced to play against bots until you're level 5. And I somehow missed that. And just uploaded half an hour of me playing against fucking bots, thinking I was winning at video games. Which is funny, talking about it now, but wasn't funny when you really think you're starting to lose your goddamn mind, and that was just more evidence that you've lost the plot. So, there'll be another Paladins video, one that's actually representative of the game. I don't like videos up that aren't representative of the game. And I'm doubly motivated to make that call, when the video also makes me look like I've just completely out of my fucking head. And I do realise, I should say this right now, I do realise that this has happened a fair bit lately. I mean, it's not like I'm not already known for making silly mistakes, you know. I'm not a good concentrator, and I will DSP it from time to time and fuck up. I say from time to time, you know, I'm not quite why I think I'm qualified to do gameplay videos. I don't know. Because talking and playing at the same time gets me in trouble. So it's not like I don't know that I'm not the smartest player when I'm trying to play and talk at the same time, especially. And even in other tasks in real life, I'm not great at concentrating sometimes. This music, by the way, is brilliant. There's your proof. I'm trying to have one conversation and just have to suddenly stop, like a child who's seen something shiny, talk about the lovely music, though. Ba 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 ba. There's almost something Sonic the Hedgehog-ish about it. Anyway, back to the story. But I do realise that even by my standards, lately, really, really, you know, silly mistakes have been going on. And I don't want to put it entirely down. It's part of it. I don't want to entirely put it down to the whole back injury situation. I don't want to use that as an easy scapegoat. It's definitely part of it, you know. I tend to overstress myself, and that's not been helping. But at the same time, you know, I want to provide quality content and not try and talk about the benefits of a multiplayer game while playing against bots for half an hour, you know? Is that a secret area? No, it's an area. Not really secret. I don't know, maybe there was something earlier that we missed and this was the way out. I think that's the most likely thing. So anyway, I just want to say I mean, it's part of the reason why I played a round of Paladins with an S rather, Paladins first before playing. I've been trying to do that more often because the whole squirty play style, jump in without learning the basics, was a fun gimmick at first, but it was starting to lead to videos not being properly representative. And when part of what I do is being kind of harsh to games that are shit when they're shit, I want to make sure I'm on the ball, you know. So anyway, that's the deal with Paladins. I'm going to do another video once I level up, because I really do like the game from what I've played so far. People seem very critical of it. Apparently it gets fairly buggy and bad and shit, and I didn't see any of that when I was playing, which again might not have been representative since it wasn't the online game I thought it was. But I'll do that again, and I am like really trying my best to be properly on the ball and not do this thing where I'm uploading a video and then it takes you lot seeing what I fucked up on and then me getting annoyed and deciding to redo the video or have to take down and re-edit and stuff, you know? Oh shit, one of us is dead. That's fine. That means I gotta survive for... Well, that's that then. When one of the dinosaurs dies, you get basically 12 or so seconds to survive as the other one, then the other one respawns and you're alright. But as you can see, it starts getting a little bit bullet hell, and one thing I'm going to do now is sit back, because one issue the game has at this stage is, I think, personally, the characters are too big on the screen. For the amount of shit going on, once these enemies with red bullets start happening, like, it goes bananas. And I feel like I am better playing at it if I sit right back. Luckily, my microphone's on one of them swingy arm things, so I just need a better lay of the land, you know? So I'm now sat a bit back, which gives us a better view of things. Okay, there we are. Let's start aggressive, because this gets nasty. Oh god. So as you can see, like right now, dealing with two dinosaurs in different locations. Enemies on the ground that we've got to duck to avoid their fire. Big robots shooting red bullet hell style stuff at us. And that blue robot throwing green bombs. It's... I mean, I shouldn't call it bullet hell. It's not bullet hell until... I'm calling them bullet hell because of something I know that happens in the game later. Oh, look at that. Spawned right on the fucking green bombs. Push these two together. So I've got a lot to concentrate on at once, and the screen has everything just so big and chunky that it's tough to concentrate on. I think the camera really would do better pulled back. Okay. Shoot them. Okay, they can't hit us. I liken that to Shinobi because there was a lot of that. Like, enemies you gotta duck because they're firing... They'll fire, like, mid-shot and you gotta duck. And then sometimes there'll be raised platforms where they're, like, shooting and their shurikens are going across the floor. And you're like, I gotta jump over this shit or I'm in big trub. Also, one thing... This is a little detail compared to some of the other stuff I'm talking about in the game. I would... Look at them sliding down that hill. I would... the little nuggets we pick up, I'd take the white pixels off them. It makes it look like a badly cut out JPEG. Maybe use a different shade of yellow, or nothing at all. Like, just have no border. Either way. I'm fine with it either way. Whatever you choose to do from there. So, let's stay up here. And we'll deal with the things on the ground later. That's a better tactic here. Oh, shit. Oh, one other thing the game doesn't tell you about is a dodge roll. I completely forgot about that from my last playthrough. At least I didn't see it in the background. Maybe I did another Paladins and missed it. But you can do a little dodge roll. Although, again, when I'm concentrating on different dragons in different directions... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck! Came right out of the screen and got... What a bastard. So, promising game. Still promising. They got the basics down pat, you know. And when I say basics for an early access game, that can just mean it works. There we go. But, like I say, the amount of chaos... I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not good at it. But I feel like it's a little bit OTT in terms of the amount of shit I'm trying to mentally manage. Then again, we already did just spend 5 or so minutes talking about how incompetent I've been lately, so my judgment on what's manageable or not may or may not be, you know, the measuring stick. Okay, in this situation, because that didn't really work out, did it? The shooting things up top. I'm just gonna do stuff from here, from the bottom. Wipe out these fucking wankers that blindsided me last time. Jesus Christ. Getting them diagonal shots is a bit of a pain as well. I think what I really need to do is try and work out, like, what's the biggest threat? What's hurting me more? Is it the ones dropping bombs? Is it these guys? I think it's the ones that drop the bombs. I think they're the ones that I'm, like, missing the most, that I'm not paying the most attention to when I ought to. Oh, new gun. It's that laser again. I'd like to use the Y on that, but Ys are best used for the... In fact, there we are. Now! Haha! Ooh! Went right across the screen. That was a big screen cleaner. Screen cleaner? Screen clearer. Said the words the wrong way fucking round. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we've got big explodey bombs to deal with. But we're holding together okay, taking a little bit of damage. Which I'm only able to tell mostly from the... just looking at the energy bars at the top, the life bars. Because there's not real clear audio-visual feedback when you take damage, you know? They flash a little bit and there's a little jump, but again, 2 dragons and I'm looking at everything else. Not really communicative. And you know, even though I gave this my personal well wishes when it was in Greenlight, still gotta be critical, still gotta be, you know, a little bit harsh. You could say I'm harsh. Alright. Really gotta... I'm just gonna do that a lot until I get it ingrained into my head that I should be dodging more, because I know what's coming. I kind of stopped at this point because it started to feel a bit unreasonable. And I was like, I've got a day to get on with. You'll see what I mean in a minute. But anyway, as you can see, this is what the game should be looking like at all times. I think it should be pulled back at least this much. For this level, the camera's in a decent spot. Anyway, down we go, because it's boss time. And this is why I kept calling those red bullets bullet hell bullets. Oh, fuck. Okay, they've separated. Brilliant. Move, move. This is going to perhaps take a while, because this also speaks to, you know, my desire for being able to aim with the right stick and shoot, because, I mean, look at it. I'm trying to jump, I'm trying to fucking dodge roll, and try and get a good aim on things. And now robots are coming in. Shit. Well, one of us is dead. Brilliant. Only a few seconds to survive. Luckily, this one hasn't taken well, I say he hasn't taken too much damage, but he took some there. Okay, get them together again, or try. Every time they get hit as well, they separate, which doesn't help. Oh, fuck. I feel like maybe if we can just get one of these fucking deaded. One of them deaded. Oh, that blue one is fucked. Well, we got one of them deaded, but then we both got killed. I mean, maybe it's just me on this. Oh shit, one of them stays dead. Well, that's nice. Let's get in there. I mean, maybe I'm doing something wrong here. I should have dodged there, but I want to get those fucking shots in. It's like you can't dodge one without, you know, the other getting hit. It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. I would never rob Peter. Whatever you think about me, I ain't gonna rob Peter. I'd rob Paul. Oh, fuck. Again, I was looking at the red one and thus made the blue one jump into bullets. Brilliant. Oh, shit. Well, the blue one ain't a problem anymore. Fuck. I gotta stop trying to jump to avoid things. For some reason, that's ingrained into my head, is jumping. I mean, that I could do because I was jumping through the things. Okay. We got our stability back. I was about to say I'm gonna switch my focus to the... Oh, fuck. Switch my focus to the blue dragon anyway, which is fortuitous because the red one had just died. But if we could keep this going, like every time one of them's ready to... Oh, fucking hell! What am I supposed to do about that? Be better, I suppose. Get good, as it were. Fuck. Oh my god. I'm trying to get the red one out of trouble, but that was just... That was nightmarish. Oh my god, they're doing all sorts of different things. Okay, get in here. Why? Blast, blast, blast. Shh, yes, blow it up, thank you. Now what the fuck? I shot the two things. I see what's happened. I see what's happened here. That's exactly half the health bar. When we died, the other gun should have respawned. So technically, we've killed this boss in 2 parts, but you've got to kill them at the same time, I think. I mean, I'm not seeing any other way out of here. Oh dear. I really don't want to have to do that again. I feel like we're going to have to. But I'm so hesitant to do it, because that's basically facilitating my own displeasure, innit? It's like, you've got to manually reset the clock on this, you poor, fat chump. The game's calling me fat by doing this, somehow. Fuck it. Had to guess what that logo meant. And it meant restart. Okay, get them together. Right now, over me. It barely lasts. I shouldn't even bother squashing them together. The dodge isn't even very good. It's actually a bit crap. Especially with with the amount of bullets going on as well. It's like you're just dodging into other bullets. Okay, the blue ones are right off. Fuck it. He's our sacrificial lamb. Now we got to be real careful. Oh, the red one isn't moving. I can't make the red one move. He's acting as if I've got, like, the left trigger just held down. Yeah. Okay. Come on, you Greenlight good stuff. What are you doing? I've just had to manually reset the checkpoint because the boss fucked up. And then I just died because your red dragon wasn't moving. Come on. I put my faith in you. Thank God this isn't the very first Greenlight Good Stuff game we've played either. I was about to say it was, until I remembered we did Fox and Forest, the prototype version. Okay. Sometimes I just say okay to myself to convince myself it's going alright when it isn't. Oh shit. Fuck it. Fuck it. That wasn't good. That wasn't useful. Oh shit, standing there was alright. At least until it started directly firing at one of us. Oh god, it's all on red. Maybe I should just concentrate here in pure survival. No attack, 10 seconds to live. Stay out of trouble. Then once the blue one's back, there we go. Now, red is the sacrificial lamb. Fuck those fucking robots coming in at the side. Bloody hell! Okay. Alright. Well, now it's all on blue. But we're in a better position now. I'm saving that power up until red's back and it's a bit safer. I forget you got to press jump as well to manually get them spawning. I think. This seems a little shorter than last time. Maybe it's doing it in the background, but the A just sort of brings it. Okay. Now let's get blue in here. Press Y. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, well, we got a few shots in. But things are easier when it's just the one, so we may do it. Shit. I didn't pull the stick hard enough when I was trying to do a diagonal shot there. Oh, fuck. Got the Steel Series controller that I use. The sticks are... It's really nice. I really like the Steel Series, the Stratus XL. But the left sticks are very stiff, which is generally good. It gives you a real tactile feel, but you've got to really jam it sometimes if you want to get something like a diagonal thing going. Oh, I should have dodged there. That's on me. I mean, the way once they split out, there's no... fuck. Okay. No. No. It's like, I keep trying to see if there's, like, better... Is there a better way of doing this, you know? Like, should we be fighting them more from the middle? But then it becomes just hard to really aim at anything. Like, you get more consistent shots directly underneath it. I mean, it's all academic. This is as good as done. There we go. Thank you very much. Well, we did it, but I don't know. I'll leave it up to you, the commenters, to decide whether I just fucked it. Of course, the other important thing to note is that there is, as you can see from this title screen here, and I should have brought it up earlier, my main guess here is that they are expecting 2 people to play. But I'm sat here alone in my office/wanking room, so, you know, unless I get another controller and phone someone up and be all like, you know, fucking Roger or Flan or whoever to come round and play, maybe get Chip round and make him play it, I'm stuck using 2 guys at the same time. And I normally like using 2 guys at the same time. But, you know, it's very curious. Like, I've tinkered around and I'm just very curious as to how it's supposed to play solo. Because you saw it, like, pressing jump summons the second character in. So it's not like I get to manually swap them. And the other problem is, of course, the game itself has so little text, like it doesn't even have a title screen, that it's not really telling me how to do anything, you know? So, I mean, maybe it'll be a Paladin situation where some of you guys will watch it and instantly work out what I fucked up with and tell me. And then I, in a fit of rage and annoyance and self-loathing, will take the video down. But, I don't know. Let's get in here. Doesn't help us. What's this? Is that difficulty at the bottom? I guess so. I guess this is normal. Easy, normal, hard, harder, harder. Fuck knows what that boss fight's like on that. Leave that at the default. Screen stuff, control stuff. These are your control schemes. As you can see, the right stick, none of them. The But, let's see, roll. Fire breath. See, that's not shown in the tutorial. Let's play around with that. And keyboard. And keyboard here, you see, gives us different control schemes for the different guys. Good luck trying to play that with, you know, 2 hands on one keyboard. I'm not going to try it. But here, you know, nothing about your, you know, second player, second character. So fuck knows. Fuck knows, really. We're back to this zoomed in perspective. Oh, that's our fire. I guess maybe they want to use that as like a melee attack or something. That's pretty good for chewing through any of these robots that come up at the side. Actually, that is quite good. I wish the tutorial level had told us about that. Unless it did and I missed it and Paladins it. I might just start calling it I mean, it's hard to say. Paladining it. Paladining it. Instead of DSPing it, because maybe the whole DSP thing's run its course. Especially when I am doing fuck-ups on par with some of his great goofs. Shit. What's the... How do I deal? I don't know how to deal. It's shielded. I think. Oh, maybe it isn't. Maybe I just looked at it and assumed it was shielded for some reason. It's taking no damage down here. Get up here. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Are these fucking flying ones just respawning the whole bloody time? Jump over that. God, it's not even coming where I can fucking diagonally... Right. Now it's just us. Okay, they're not respawning. So, yeah. Definitely rebounding off the top. Okay, it's... No. Oh, it was the head. Right. So I've just got to make sure it's to hit the head. For some reason I just was assuming all frontal attacks were failing on it, but the head was dealing damage. The head was taking damage, rather. I'm going to review the tape afterwards to see whether that melee attack was mentioned. There we are. Think like Shinobi. Duck and fire. There we are. Makes a world of difference. Shit, what's down here? Yes! Blast it! Blast it! Okay. And there we are. So we finally... This is where we learn about rolling. Yeah. I mean, maybe you put in a little tunnel to roll under in the first level, so that we know more about that at the beginning. Oh shit. He went down pretty fucking easy now that we know what we're doing. Oh fuck. I rolled into a shot there. Oh, there's a fucking ground smash as well! I see, this is Shinobi shit. See, we gotta jump to avoid the things. Because they're... Oh god, I want to get up there. Oh. We jumped right into an explodey robot. Fuck. Okay, well, we know what they are now. There we go. Oh shit, get down! I panicked and mashed the buttons with my fat thumb. I don't think we're going to get that shotgun. There's no backtracks. No backtracks in the game. No health either. I guess that's, you know, why we've got the 2 robots. We've got the checkpoints. Reminds me of Slain, which I've still got to get that footage off my PS4 and do a commentary video of that. Slain, I don't know if I'm going to be able to review that one. Like, I know I know when I'm punching above my... I was going to say punching above my weight, but that just opens me up for a fat joke, doesn't it? I know when I'm out of my league with regards to certain games. And I do not feel like I am in the same league as Slane. Okay. Is that... That brown thing in the middle is a platform, isn't it? Right. Some of that, you fucking prick. Oh, he's dead. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to let him respawn. I feel like that's the wiser thing to do. You can fuck off and all, son. Okay. Can you imagine if I didn't know about the, No! Bollocks. Bollocks. That was on me. I saw it, like, just a moment too late, got hit, staggered and fell. I'm gonna leave it here. I feel like I've played this game for longer than I intended to, actually. So, that's Dragon Bros. There's a lot to criticize, I feel. Certain things, and all of it fixable. That's the good news. That's the thing. There are some early access games where even though it is in early access, I hate people saying it's in early access, they can fix it, because you can tell that they've started with such a shitty nucleus that you can't improve it. When the skeleton is shit, slapping some good meat on it isn't gonna help, because the skeleton still has, you know, skeleton's diseases. Metaphor fell apart, but here there's fixable stuff. So first of all, let your players know all the stuff they can do at first without them stumbling on it by accident or looking in the menu and looking at the controller layout you've got. This, too chunky. Pull the camera back like it was for that boss fight for all the game, and I feel like that would just be a better thing for the player. I really would like full control over aiming. The way the game's set up with enemies coming at you from all directions, I don't think a more traditional this works. Just diagonal this and up and duck. I don't think that's useful. Especially when you've got to manually plant yourself to do it without doing this, you know? So I would like right stick aiming, and I feel that would make a ton of difference to the rest of the game. I feel. And a better dodge, I feel, because this normally just that's enough dodge to just throw you into the path of some more bullets. Otherwise, you know, I said some other things that I'd have changed, but a lot of it, there's some aesthetic things that could be done. But that's my diagnosis for right now. The most pressing concerns are those two main ones I harped on. Camera, pull it back. Right stick, give it something to do. And if that happens, and we see some other improvements, obviously there's stuff that looks very placeholder in the menus and whatnot, this could be a good game. Right now, I'm not going to say it's good. I'm not going to say it's bad. Right now, this is pretty much the example of an early access game, of a game where it's hard to judge yet. So that's that. I'm going to stop now because I've just been rambling at the end here. Yeah, let's stop. Thank you for watching. I'll be back later with some more stuff, maybe. I need to find some more Greenlight good stuff, actually, because I've been going through Greenlight. I check it, you know, daily. Nothing's immediately jumped out at me, but I might have to just start clicking on things that don't immediately jump at me from the thumbnail, and just see if it's good. But we'll go. Bye!